corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is pull up with that, you rock with that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking flock of flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
Sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of them...
That's caught at the 25.
Bring in the second string.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Mahomes will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 1. 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 3rd and
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tershawn Wharton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray under pressure, and they got to him again. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Extra point good by Prater, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Chris Jones getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30.
You know they pay me extra for this.
He will take this all the way.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
I knew you were going Namath.
Right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
That is caught. It's Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Murray.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Travarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone.
On first down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A first down carry for Henry. Running right through him. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Being chased at, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
To throw is Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. Fights off the defender. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Mahomes will throw for it. Dancing to his left.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mahomes going to throw out to his left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. 35 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bullock good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Powers through him. Room here to run. Travis Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you've got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tannehill throwing again. Forced out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Tannehill going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Runs over him, finding Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Mahomes. Pass complete to Robinson.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Buying time to his... And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.